Yes.
Hey guys, and CS Fan 001 here, working the road to my 368th Platinum Trophy. Already saw it unlocked. Today's game was Last Rebellion, a PS3 turn-based RPG. This is an interesting Platinum because all you have to do to earn it is beat the 8 optional bosses and complete the game. It only has 19 trophies, including the Platinum, so not very many. So 10 for completing the story, which are these 10. Mostly silver and gold as well, which is really, really good for trophy points, especially by PS3 standards. And then 8 more for defeating optional bosses, which they put the freaking cat bag in the game, and that's a joke I have with my neighbor because we have a game on the Wii called Super Swing Golf Season 2, and one of the caddies is this weird anthropomorphic bag that acts and looks like a cat. And this looks a lot like how that looked, so I was just kind of laughing when I fought the optional bosses. But this is a very, very easy Platinum Trophy, and it can be done in 8 to 10 hours, especially if you know what you're doing. You could probably do it even faster, basically because there is a combo system in the game to where when you attack enemies, if you attack their body parts in a certain order, you'll get these bingos, which basically increases your combo meter, and it does a little bit more damage, but it increases the amount of XP you get in every match. And since you can look up a guide for most, if not all, of the enemies in the game, including all the bosses, if you set them up to attack their body parts in the correct order, and the game actually you can set it to memorize what order you attacked in, and all you have to do is hit R1 in every battle with that kind of enemy to quickly take them out, or to quickly reset the order or set the order correctly. So it allows you to really, really easily blow through most of the fights in the game. The game does take a little bit of getting used to at the beginning, and there's a couple hard fights like in the early to mid parts of the game, just while you're still getting used to the game and while you might not be completely over-leveled at that point. And then the story, though, overall is pretty easy, so nothing much to worry about. But you do have to do these optional bosses. You get the 8 optional bosses by going through a mirror that appears once you've activated all the other mirrors in the game, which are activated by hitting these big black guide stones in each area. Nothing too difficult about any of that, though. The optional bosses can be a little bit tough the first time you fight one, and they are randomized, like the order in which you'll fight them, and you'll sometimes have to fight the same ones multiple times before all 4 appear for each character. Though it still doesn't take too long, maybe half an hour for the cat bags or the orange 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another half hour for the printies. The first time you fight one, you'll probably have a bit of trouble because you'll probably only be around level 50, and that battle will probably take a while, but it should up you enough XP that you'll not really have any more trouble from that point on. And then the final boss ends up being a joke as long as you fight it after beating these things. The final boss and most of the other bosses are pretty much a joke at that point. So overall, pretty easy turn-based RPG. Reasonably fun and a little bit unique, but nothing overly special, and it doesn't really drag on too long, luckily. Just a few areas where you might have to backtrack and stuff that get kind of annoying. Why does my washing machine sound even more like a Jet fan tonight than my PS4 normally does? Anyway, level 64, 86%, 16,118 total trophies, 368 platinums, 2,035 golds, 4,101 silvers, 9,614 bronzes. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you for the next platinum.